After that difficult week of waiting and monitoring, we went back to the hospital for another routine test. I was nervous, my mind was racing with what if. To my surprise and relief, the result showed that the protein level in my urine had reduced. It was such a breath of fresh air, like a little ray of hope breaking through the storm. Our doctor also did scan to check on my baby, and to our joy, she was already weighing 3 kg at 35 weeks. That was such a comforting moment to know that despite everything, she was growing well and strong. Because things was looking a bit more stable, the doctor decided to extend the wait. She gave us another 2 weeks and how to manage the blood pressure, and also for me to always check. As a doctor, I know her goal was to help me hold on as long as safely possible so my baby could grow more even before delivery. It wasn't easy. I had to be very careful. I rested more and I followed every instruction closely to compare to how uncertain everything felt the week before. This update gave me a little more peace. It felt like my body and my baby were finally fighting back and holding on together. We received a call. We went back to the hospital as well. So the doctor told us to come back the next 3 days, that they have to operate on me because of the preeclampsia. I cannot have the normal delivery, like which is the natural delivery. I refused. Actually, I refused because I wanted to have my baby the normal vaginal delivery. So we went back. After 3 days, my husband said we should go. I told him no, that I was feeling okay. I tried to persuade him, but I told him no, that I was fine. So there we were at the mall a week after refusing the C-section. Out of nowhere, labor started inside the mall. Despite how cold the mall was, I was sweating inside the mall. Labor started. The contraction hit fast and hard. We rushed to the hospital. We were just about a minute away from getting to the hospital when I suddenly felt a sharp shift inside my belly. Something I've never felt before. I looked and I could literally see that the shape of my stomach had changed. I called my husband, told him, can you see the shape of my stomach? It has changed. I didn't know what it means, but I know something was not right. When we got to the hospital, we met the doctor. I could tell from her father she was angry because she told us to come 3 days time, which I took extra 1 week before coming. And it was already it was past her closing time. But because she's a professional and she put life first, she quickly checked me using the CTG machine, and she told us that the baby heart rate was dropping. Then she examined me and told me there was no cervical dilation, that there was no cervix. To make it worse, my baby position had completely changed from head down to bridge. But right from the time my baby had always been head down. But at just this minute that I felt the shift, the baby had turned to bridge. At that moment, everything went into motion. I didn't even know what to do. I didn't know what to say. There was no time. I was immediately rushed into the operating room. As they prepared me for surgery, fear, it took over me. My mind started to spur. I thought of my brother who I had lost. All I could think was, what if I don't come out of it alive? I was terrified, not just for myself, but for my baby. I felt like my body had betrayed me, like everything was out of my control. Out of fear, I told the doctor I did not want the full sleeping injection. When she first told me about C-section, I made my research and I found out that you can equally be awake when you are being operated on, if it's what you request. So I told her that I don't want the sleeping injection, that I want to be awake, which she accepted and agreed. She respected my wish and I was given the injection. I was awake during my surgery. My arms were trapped in machine to monitor my vitals, especially my blood pressure, which started rising quickly. I could hear the doctor speaking in the background saying her BP is rising higher and higher. That made me even more anxious. To help me calm down, they had to call my husband to the operating room. As soon as he came in, he started talking to me. He held my hands. He started telling me that I can do this, I can push through, not to be scared of anything. He's here. He's here with me, and my daughter is also here. That they are all waiting for me to come out. And he believed that I'm a strong woman and I will make it. That was when my heart rate started coming down. As they were operating on, because the major reason why I actually rejected the CS initially was because, you know, when you lost someone, the devil always play tricks on you. It was playing a lot of tricks on me. Back home, when I went home, my mind was telling me, if you go for this, you're never gonna come out alive. But I thank God that I did.